Hi, I'm Nanny.
And I'm Nee.
We're best friends who love to cook, laugh, and talk about our faith.
Our cooking is clean, our laughter is contagious, and we love to share our faith.
So grab a cup of coffee and sit back for a few minutes and join us.
We're going to try real hard to fill your tummies, your hearts, and your spirits.
Welcome to our filling station.
Nanny.
How are you? I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. I'm excited to be here today.
Did you know this is our third episode?
I know, I'm so excited.
And I would just like to thank everybody for just their support of this. We've had so many people that just love our show.
I know, and we've asked people to let us know what they think, and we're excited to see this expand. We're going to have some guest cooks on here in a few months.
It'll be fun.
Yep, we've also got some surprises coming up within the new year. So just stay tuned and keep posted. And
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Okay.
And we're going to have fun today because what we're going to do is, it's called shrimp curry. Yeah. Now, I did not used to like curry powder. I've tried it in recipes and I just was like, hey, do you love curry? I think you either love it or you don't.
I do now.
Okay. It grew on you.
It grew
You
on
grew
me.
on it.
When I went to India, I learned how to make curry.
Oh, okay.
Just kidding, I've never been to India.
Ah, she's funny. Anyway, it's curried shrimp, but I'm only using, the recipe actually calls for 2 tablespoons.
That's a lot of
And that's a lot. And when I first made this recipe, I was like, it's good, but I don't like the overpowering taste of curry. So I've cut it down to 1/2 tablespoon. If you are someone who just loves curry, then feel free to use 2 tablespoons.
Okay.
So, okay.
So we're going to try it today with
Well, a half.
half of a
I've
tablespoon.
really cut it down.
Okay.
So.
I probably will like that better.
Okay, I know that I do. It's delicious now. And you can fix this shrimp curry and put it over brown rice.
Right?
But I choose to do it on quinoa. Because I bought this, if you get it from Trader Joe's.
Wait.
It's called
Quinoa?
quinoa from Trader Joe's.
I have never heard it called that before.
What is it?
It's called quinoa.
Quinoa? I've been calling it quinoa my whole
You
life.
can't say tortilla either.
No.
It's
I
okay.
think I've actually asked the salesman in the store where was the
For quinoa?
quinoa.
And he tells
He
you that's where that
looked
is?
funny when I said it. What is it called again?
Quinoa.
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 I love it. I've just started using it, but I thought it was quinoa.
Well,
It's quinoa.
Let's call it quinoa.
Okay.
This is our
Call
show.
it what it is
I
though.
think, who knows? Like, who came up with
I
that?
have no idea. It looks like quinoa.
I think it is. Let's call it quinoa.
Quinoa. Well, we're gonna have quinoa with our shrimp curry. So anyway, and I've already cooked the quinoa. It's already cooked, so this is a handy little, actually you microwave the little packets.
Oh.
This is a handy little instant kind of quinoa that I got from Trader Joe's.
I've never had
It's
instant
delicious.
quinoa. I've had instant grits.
Okay, well, I don't know if it's instant, but it cooks real fast in the microwave.
That's probably instant.
Okay. So anyway, we are going to do our shrimp curry now, and what I have here is I have a pound of beautiful shrimp. These shrimp are
Look.
Oh, your handy towel.
My handy towel.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
These shrimp are uncooked shrimp, but the heads are off and they have been deveined.
Did you do all that?
No, they came like that.
Okay.
So, you can just buy a pound of frozen shrimp.
Now,
Well,
can I ask you a question?
Sure.
When you do your own shrimp, Do you devein it?
Are you gonna hold it against me?
No,
if I don't?
I'm just curious.
I don't sometimes.
Do you, okay.
It's hard. It's time consuming to devein shrimp.
And I mean, we're already eating like shrimp.
I know. I don't think restaurants completely devein shrimp all the
No,
time.
because there's two also. There's one on each side.
Oh.
So by the time you split it down one, split it down the other, take it up,
You don't have any shrimp.
you don't have any shrimp left.
Well, these are perfectly clean and deveined, but I don't always do that. So it's okay. We have our handy dandy little burner here that works very well, and you can use these inside or out, and I'm going to light that now. And I also have my little stainless steel wok here. Now, speaking about cookware, Nee, I used to use aluminum all the time, but I read where it wasn't good for you to use aluminum. Did you know
No,
that?
I didn't.
Yeah, I heard that the aluminum actually is bad for you. You know, it can cause Alzheimer's. Have you heard that? I've heard that a lot of aluminum.
I've heard mercury.
Okay, well, that's kind of high.
Oh, Lord.
We're not gonna have a fire today. There we go. So I started cooking in only stainless steel. I'm sorry. Yes, stainless steel, cast iron.
Okay, that's what I use mostly. Cast iron.
You can cook in porcelain very safely, but I would get away from the aluminum.
Okay.
I'm going to advise my readers, who I love very much, to get away from aluminum. Here I have coconut oil.
I've ever cooked with aluminum.
Huh?
I don't know if I've ever cooked with aluminum.
And you're not supposed to use nonstick cookware.
I do know that.
Yeah, that's not
Because it
good for
scrapes
you.
off and gets in your food.
That's right, and it's very, very unhealthy. So anyway, I've got about a tablespoon and a half of coconut oil here, and I'm letting that heat up for just a minute. And then we're just going to put our shrimp in. Actually, we're going to put our curry powder in first.
Oh.
Here's our curry powder. And what we're doing is we're putting, usually I put my spices in like with the food, but this recipe calls for you to actually put the curry powder in first in that coconut oil because it releases, they say it releases the flavor so much more. Can you smell that?
Yes.
So you're going to kind of cook that curry powder a little bit more before you.
Maybe because it takes away the raw.
That's what it is?
There might be maybe why we like it better.
Yeah.
Because it's not a raw curry.
Yeah, and you can do this for any of your spices. I mean, you can go ahead and put them in first before you do the meat or anything, and it's supposed to really release those flavors.
Okay.
So now since that's cooked a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and throw our shrimp in. And you know shrimp, it doesn't take shrimp long at all. Right? So we're just going to check my burner here. Yeah, it's cooking good. We're just going to let that get hot, and we're going to cook our shrimp. It's going to take them 2 or 3 minutes.
Do you remember when we used to go to those cooking classes at our little restaurant in town,
Loved it,
Montero?
yes.
Shout out to Andy.
Andy, Karen.
That's when we used these at the tables.
Yes.
That was fun.
And they work perfectly too.
Yeah, they did.
So you can just hear that steaming. Oh, I was going to tell you, I don't think I told you that the shrimp. What?
Did you get married?
Yeah, 38 years ago, but I just got my rings rebounded. I have not been able to wear my rings for about probably 8 years because of rheumatoid arthritis, and so my joints were swollen, and so I just got them remounted at a jewelry store.
Doesn't it make you want to like wave?
I know, I want to just show my hand off
Do
to
your
everybody.
hair.
Yeah.
Fix your
I'm
hair.
so glad you
They're
noticed.
beautiful.
I have not been wearing my rings, which I've missed my rings a lot because I love my husband. 38 years with him, so I'm proud of my ring.
We'll be married. Scott and I will be married 32 years.
That's an accomplishment. It absolutely is. So anyway, cooking these, we're going to need to actually knead we're going to need to slice these up.
Okay, slice them.
These
like
are
chop
actually sugar snap peas.
Do you want them
And
like that?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's good. Sugar snap peas, and we're going to put those in our recipe. Now, do you know the difference between sugar snap peas and snow peas?
I don't know the difference.
I
know that. You don't?
No, because I get confused.
I know that not sugar snap, but snow peas are flatter.
Yeah, but what's the difference in them? Why do some recipes call for sugar snap and some call for
I think snow peas are grown in cold climate.
Is that what it is?
No.
Well, if anybody finds out what the difference is between sugar snaps and snow peas, then write us. Let us know. These shrimp are looking good.
There's also the edamame.
There is edamame.
Which looks like these. But
That's not edamame though.
Those are soybeans.
Okay.
And these are sugar snap.
Right.
Are you ready for some of these?
Yeah, let me look at the recipe. Yes, you may put some sugar snaps in there.
All of them?
Let's do all of them.
I tell you what, I'm not a huge curry fan, but it sure smells good.
You're doing a great job over there, Nee.
Thank you.
This says cook about 2 minutes, but I'm going to need to cook it a little more because this burner is not really cooking as much, as fast as I want it to.
Okay.
So we're going to take a little break, and then we'll be right back while this cooks. Okay, welcome back. We've been letting these shrimp and snow peas? No. Sugar snaps. Cook for about 3 minutes, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some water chestnuts. And these happen to be already diced. We're just going to throw those right in. I'm going to add a cup of coconut milk. You like coconut milk? What else do you use coconut milk for?
I put it in my smoothies. I put it in a lot of, sometimes I even cook my rice in it.
Oh, I bet that's delicious.
And it gives it like, almost like a Indian Thai, and then you can use your like garam masala spices or your turmeric or
garam masala. Did I say it right?
Yeah, it's an Indian spice.
Garam masala? I've never heard of it.
Garam masala. Yeah.
Garam masala. I've never heard that word in my
You've heard
8 years.
turmeric.
Turmeric I have.
And curry, garam masala, it's all in that.
Okay, well what does garam masala taste like?
It's kind of a mix of turmeric.
Okay.
It's very earthy.
So it would be like pumpkin pie spice.
Yes.
It's a mix of
and your
cloves
Indian
and
spices.
yeah, gotcha.
It might even have some cloves in it.
Okay. Yeah. Juice of 1 lime. I cut this right.
What?
Nee's got this fancy little lime thing here that I don't have one of these, so I have no idea how to use it. So she's going to juice our lime in our shrimp.
You want the whole thing in there?
The juice of 1 lime.
One whole one. Okay, there it comes.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That's the juice of a half a lime.
The juice of a half a lime. Oh, I'm telling ya.
And here goes the juice of another
And
half a lime.
none of your seeds go in.
That's pretty cool. I'll have to get me one of those things. I like that. Sure. She's also got this nifty salt. What do you call this? A pinch bowl. Is it a pinch bowl?
Yes, it's a pinch here and a pinch there.
We're going to put a pinch of salt, another pinch. It calls for like a teaspoon, so another pinch. And I'm a salt person, so I'm going to put another.
You are a salt person.
I'm a salt person. All right. That is just simmering. Look at that. That's beautiful. yum.
We're gonna plate this when we're done so
And you can
y'all can see what we've done.
One more thing. We're going to put a teaspoon of cornstarch.
When I juiced that lime, that squirted up on my lip.
And you got lime lipstick.
Ooh, I do. It tastes good.
So about a teaspoonful of cornstarch, and this is just going to thicken this up. And Nee is going to whisk it for us there. There you go.
Put in the, yeah, I got it.
So you just whisk that until the sauce thickens slightly. And this is about 5 minutes. So while I whisk, why don't you do our little devotion for us today, Nee? Does that sound good?
Yes. This morning, well, actually last night, my daughter and her son-in-law, for her birthday, went out to the beach. And they called us the end of this week and said, we'd really love for you to come out and spend the night with us. And then we want to take you pier fishing in the morning. So we went out last night and we spent the night in just a beautiful little cottage. Got up before the sun came up this morning. It was about 4:30, and we went out on the fishing pier. And I took my camera, and as everybody was getting their rods ready, Scott and Taylor and Douglas, I had my camera, and I was just waiting for the sun to come up. And as I looked over, there was a huge stingray right in the water, close to the surface. And I tried to get my camera ready, and all of a sudden he was gone. And that kept happening with stingrays. And I started thinking about the deep and how we see what's on the surface, but once they descend into that, there's a world down there that we don't even know about. And I was thinking too about the scripture that talks about, well, let me just read it to you. This is Psalm 42, and it's a little long, so just bear with me. But I just thought it's a beautiful song of someone crying out to God and about their own deep, their spiritual deep. As the deer pants for the water brooks, O my soul pants of thee, O God. My soul thirsts for God, for the living God. When shall I come and appear before God? My tears have been my food day and night. While they say to me all day long, where is your God? For things I remember, and I pour out my soul within me. For I used to go along with the throng and lead them in procession to the house of God, with the voice of joy and thanksgiving, a multitude keeping festival. Why are you in despair, O my soul? And why have you become disturbed within me? Hope in God, for I shall again praise him for the help of his presence. O my God, my soul is in despair within me. Therefore I remember thee from the land of Jordan. And the peaks of Hermon from Mount Mizar, deep calls to deep at the sound of thy waterfalls. Deep calls to deep. What does that mean? He's talking about how broken he is, that he used to lead the procession in the celebration of God, and now he's saying, I am broken. The depths of me are calling out to the depths of you, God. What does that look like? Deep calls to deep at the sound of thy waterfalls. All thy breakers and thy waves have rolled over me. The Lord will command his loving kindness in the daytime, and his song will be with me in the night. A prayer to the God of my life. I thought about his deep and our deep. And back in Genesis, during creation, actually in chapter 1, this is what he says. Then God said, let us make man in our own image. What does that mean? What do you think that means? Let us make man in our own image.
I think he was talking to someone other than himself.
Yes, he was talking about all three of him, the Trinity. The Spirit, the Son, and the Father. Yeah. And so when he made us in their image, that spirit part of us is when we're in turmoil, that's the part of us that calls out to his Spirit. As the deep calls to deep. And the cool thing is in this, he hears us. even if we've been at a mountaintop and we're leading the procession of celebration, and then something happens in our life, or maybe we don't even know why, but we're in turmoil and our hearts are broken, it says, my deep can call out to your deep. And then what does it say? And his song will be with me in the night, and his loving kindness will be with me in the daytime.
It's beautiful.
It is, yeah.
It's beautiful.
I'm just thankful that we have a living God who is part spirit in the Trinity, and we can cry out to that part.
Right.
So,
Thank you, Nee. That was beautiful. You had a very eventful fishing trip,
it
I
was
would
amazing.
say.
We didn't catch any fish, but
Yeah, but you got
I
that. So.
thought about my
That's-
God all morning.
Yeah.
And I got to be with my family.
Yeah, that's the best thing. All right,
Okay.
we're done. Our meal is done. We just have to plate it now, and this is our. Don't tell me.
Okay.
Quinoa.
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 Are we gonna call it quinoa or quinoa?
I don't know. I want to call it what it is.
I don't know. Quinoa.
Quinoa. It looks like quinoa to
It
me.
is to me.
Anyway, I've already got this done, so we're going to get our little platter here. And it's a grain, or is it a pasta? What is that?
It's a grain.
Is it a
Quinoa
grain?
is a grain.
It's not a pasta.
It is not a pasta.
Now, couscous
Couscous
is a pasta. One of them's a pasta, right?
Well, no. Well,
Oh,
no.
I thought one of them was a pasta. What is a pasta? Is there something little that you can?
Yes.
What is
And
that?
that is, my mind went blank.
It's not quinoa. It's not couscous.
No, risotto is rice.
Right. I knew
And,
that.
I don't know.
All right, I'm going to put this.
I guess couscous is a pasta.
Is it a pasta?
I guess.
If you know the answer to that question, write us. Where
Where
do
are
they
they gonna
write
write
us
us?
at?
Just come up and talk, just call us. They
Where do
don't
they
have our
call us
phone number.
at? We're going to have a blog one day. Was that a secret?
No, we want everybody to know.
We're going to have a blog, and we're going to put all of our cooking shows on the blog.
Yes, and there will be more on the blog,
Our pictures.
and it will be out by January 1st.
So that's going to be good. So then you will be able to comment.
Yep, you
And
can
you'll be
comment on
able to-
Facebook too, for those
Yes.
of you that watch us. Do you want me to bring this
Yes,
over here?
please. Now, when I excuse me, when I served this to my husband, I put it on top of the quinoa. He did not like it on top of the quinoa. He likes the quinoa on the side.
Oh, okay.
So in honor of my husband of 38 years, I'm going to put the shrimp curry on the side
Oh my
and
gosh.
isn't that beautiful?
It really is pretty.
And the quinoa. Now, because I'm a chef, I consider myself a chef, I brought an orange, and I don't know why. I brought an orange because I thought, a wedge of orange on the side of that plate when I plated will be beautiful. So
I think you're right.
can you
because
get that so he can see, that they can see that? So here I'm going to put a pretty little wedge of orange right there. Does that just make that plate?
That looks
It's
beautiful.
kind of, I've watched Chop so much to know that you have, this presentation
It
is
is
everything.
present. They say you eat with your eyes before
Yes,
your palate.
yes.
Do we get to taste it?
We get to taste, and here are our forks. I hope you like it, Nee.
So do you take quinoa?
I like the quinoa with it. So I'm going to try to get a water chestnut, a sugar snap, and a shrimp in one bite. Can you do it? Here we go. Isn't that
That
good?
was amazing.
We're not just telling y'all that. We
It
wouldn't
was
just
really
do this for a
amazing.
show. It is delicious.
Well, we hope you all have enjoyed the show today. Please try our recipes. They're so easy because we're all about easy.
All about easy.
So we hope you all tune in again next time.
We love y'all. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.